Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog week. My name is The Star. I am The Star Crochet and I make and sell crochet and knit clothing and accessories for men, women, children, and babies. In this vlog I show everything that I work on in different days span of a week total, and I do this a week at a time per vlog. And I would like to show you guys an update of where I have left off in the last video. I am at about the same place of the crochet with the baby jacket, size 3 months. I did not work any further on the jacket because I realized when it comes to the crochet items, I have a whole bunch of items, and so just getting the knitting machine, I figured to myself that I can be able to stock up on everything knit. That's what I can do right now, is stock up everything of knitwear, of clothing and accessories. And so I want to at least focus on that part, or I guess you could say department. I mean, it's just a different form of the apparel, but it'll still categorize as the apparel and accessories. But anyway, and the updates I would like to show you all is that I have a great progress of when I worked on the knitting machine. I have this right here, the plus size wrist warmer for unisex. I created the one more like I said I would. And when it comes to the wrist warmers, I do not know exactly how much I have total of plus size or regular size. I have some more at home. I am away right now visiting family for a member's birthday, and that's what they wanted to do. So I am, you can't stop working even when you visit family, so still gotta work. Anyway, so I have a whole bunch of these when it comes to the regular size wrist warmers of unisex. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have 9 more. And I don't want to even guesstimate how much I have at home because I just don't want to give out the wrong number into the cosmos. In case I give out a wrong number, I don't want to give anyone's hopes up for the wrong reasons. But anyway, I have all of these wrist warmers. Okay, so I have this much more here. 3 more. 11. So I have 11 total. And I already was able to stitch everything on both this right side and left side, and I was able to stitch everything together when it comes to the panel that I created on the knitting machine. I sewn it together like this first, and then I worked on both the ends. And this is the yarn that I was using. I was using about a full cake, and I would say a half. And I ended at this length because I want to save all of this yarn that I have. This is the type of yarn that I'm using right here, Mandala Ombre. This is the color Harmony, and this is the color Serene. And this will tie into the next project that I am working on as well. I want to see all of the projects that I want to use with the Mandala Ombre right now. If you guys are watching the previous podcasts and vlogs, how I just collected all of the Mandala Ombre yarn that I feel is for a reason, and I just knew to collect it. But anyway, I have this first head wrap. It's like a head wrap. I think it's called a head wrap. I mean, I thought about calling it ear warmers, but it wouldn't be ear warmers because it would slightly go over the ears, not all the way. But the way that this is made, I can show you guys because this is going to be my copy. This is my one. This is mine. So it's gonna go over like this, and then the back right here, it's gonna be able to have a section for the ponytail, and then the ponytail will go all the way out here, and then the hair can like flow like that. So it can be for women, it can also be for unisex. It really doesn't matter. It's just a category that I needed to put this under. And you don't have to be a woman to buy this. I want to stress that for everything that I make. Yes, okay. All right, so this is what it looks like after the stitching on the bottom and the top. It is just a little loose right here because it is just the bottom, and I need some form of like, it's just what it looks like on the bottom, because this right here, it was pulled together like this tightly, pulled tighter to make a smaller circle, and that is why it looks close together. And this right here, I started the project, the item like this, and it looks looser because it's just had, because it goes over the head like this. That's why the far side, the bigger side of the head. I'm trying here. Okay, so, all right, I have 4 more of those headbands with the ponytail opening, and so the rest of the 4 that I have made up on the knitting machine, they do not have the stitches on either side because I just want to get like a rough draft when it comes to doing one thing at a time. So here's the first one. I don't want to just have to pause what I'm doing per item and then complete everything, and then pause what I'm doing on the second one, complete the stitching, pause the third one, complete the stitching. I don't want to do that just yet. This is the third, this is the fourth, and this is the fifth. So you see how they all don't have the stitching on the top or the bottom. That is because I feel I work faster when it comes to doing it this way. This is the way that works for me, and this is the way I choose to work. Crochet is different because I'm not working in segments. I work on measurements per garment, and so that way I have to be able to finish one garment at a time, whether such as this is, I'm doing one piece at a time, and I am able to do this knit first and then pause, and then when I'm done with all the knit projects, the knit sections of all of this head wraps, then I can do the crochet portion of everything else when I am done. And that is the update I have for today. Hello everyone, it is another day for the vlog, and I do have more to show you guys as an update. I have this baby jacket that I completed the size 3 months, and this is what it looks like. It is so beautiful, I love it. And this is the hood right here. And then here's the back of the hood. And then this is the sleeves. These are the sleeves here. And then just a little, there we go. Sleeves right here. And then what I've showed you guys previously is the cables on the front and back. And this is what all of the baby sizes of the jackets will look like, is exactly like this. I have already started the size 3 to 6 months, or just 6 months, and I only have about this much done so far, so it's gonna go this way. It's not much, but I wanted to still work on a bunch of knitwear because of the new knitting machine and how the ratio of crochet items towards knit items. I have more crochet items than knit, so I need to balance it out with more knit items. So that means I need to spend more time with the knitting machine right now at least. And this is what I have. This is what it looks like. And the difference is I added 2 stitches more right here and then 2 stitches more right here, but this is the same. That is for crochet. And then for knit, I have these that I showed you guys the other day, but I have more of these that I have completed. And so this is one. There's my copy, but it's over there and I'm not selling it, so I can't count it as to sell. I have just one more that I need to do of stitching around on the top and bottom edges. You see it's not stitched yet, but that is the last one. So I have 1, 2, I'll show you guys the stack. I like working it this way with the stack. It's really cool this way. This is how I did it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these so far. So then I'll have 11 of the, I don't know what to call these, like a headband, it's a form of a headband, like a scrunchie, I don't know, but I'll have to look it up of what to call these exactly when it comes to the listings, which I am about to do. That is on my to-do list today, is to update the Etsy listings. I am still focusing on only Etsy listings, and that means I will only update current, more recent listings only to Etsy, and that is the update I have for today. I do have another project that I need to work on after I complete this last number 11 right here, and I don't know quite yet what to work on, but I am being guided, so I'm sure it's something that I can understand, but we'll see. I have another update, and I completed the first panel of size 3 to 6 months, or just 6 months, and this is what it looks like. This is going to be the bottom again, the purple, and the orange is going to be the top. It is about the same colors as the first jacket that I completed. I have it sitting right here because I have the podcast to record right after I record this vlog, and that's just when I go through all of, you guys know about that, when I go through all of the works in progresses, finished objects, new listings, new yarn, new items, and just everything. Anyway, so the first column is done, the front panel, and then this is what it looks like right here. And then I have this right here is the beginning of the second front panel, and I have about this much so far. It is the beginning of the cable, so I'm about on the 3rd row, and when I get to about the same row right here, I have not counted exactly how many rows that would be, but it would be when I get to this level right here of the length of the purple, then I would switch again to the orange and then go to this length right here with the orange. And then the same thing with the jacket on the back panel is that I would make that big cable of 3 sets on the same color and then put the yarn in between as well. And that is it with the jacket update. And then I have a knitting machine update as well to show you guys. So the knitting machine update that I have is, I want to show you guys first. It looks really cool. What I am making, or what I plan to make, it was out of nowhere. I just started planning all of these colors. I can show you guys too after I'm done talking, or while I talk to you guys here. But I started planning all of these colors, and I didn't know what I was making at first. And then all of a sudden, it is on my original knitting machine table right here, and it's going to represent each panel, like from right here to about, this will be the first panel right here, and then this will be the second panel right here, and so on and so forth. I am planning to make a jacket actually out of the knitting machine. I wanted to originally make a poncho, but I was just like, I'm not sure, because, you know, it's fall season coming up that I wanted to prepare for. And I was just going with the flow of just what I was feeling with the yarn, and it is all scrap yarn that I'm working with, and I was very happy that I was able to come up with that when it came to just what I came up with. And so I'm working on the first panel right now, and by tomorrow, if I have the first panel completed, I can show you guys, but if I don't, I can show you guys still. But that is the update that I have for today. Welcome to another vlog. I have a little bit more stuff that I have worked on throughout these past 2 days. I skipped yesterday's vlog because I was working on a podcast and a Knit With Me video that I uploaded to YouTube yesterday, so it's set to be available for the 5th of July and the 6th of July, and on my membership websites on Patreon and Ko-Fi, which are linked in the description box below. They are set. The Knit With Me video is set for 2 days early, so it's already released on both Patreon and Ko-Fi, and the podcast video is set for 1 day of an early release, and that as well is also on Patreon and Ko-Fi. And the 5th, which is tomorrow, today is 4th of July, 2024, the podcast will be available tomorrow morning, which is, yes. And then the 6th in the morning, the Knit With Me video will be available. And if you'd like to check out my memberships on both Patreon and Ko-Fi, they are $4 a person per membership. It is basically the same thing. It's the same perks and features. It's just different websites. But what I have been working on here is 2 knit scarves that I have completed, and then a work in progress, a crochet work in progress. So I want to get started on the crochet work in progress, and this is the back panel of size 3 to 6 months of a baby jacket. And I already started the big cable panel, but I changed it up a little bit on this jacket because I wanted to put 1 stitch in between the 3 big cables this time, instead of hand sewing a stitch in between the 3 cables when I complete this panel. So this is what I have so far as the back panel. I completed the 2 front panels so far, and this is the first panel so far, the front of the same size. And yeah, this is the second panel, front panel right here, and this is what it looks like right here. and that is the crochet update that I have. And this is the knit update that I have. So these are, I have not unrolled them yet. I was working on my knitting machine, and so these are the scarf donuts that I have here. So I'm using various scrap colors with these scarves, and so I want to just this is what the first knitted scarf looks like. And the type of creator that I am, I don't really want to do infinity scarves because that's more feminine. So I just want to do a type of scarf where it's like this. And of course I need to stretch it out so it can go anywhere. There we go. And this is the first scarf right here. And I have about 5 more to go, but I do have two complete right now. And the second scarf, I wonder if I can do it on here without. But these are like earth tone colors. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to focus on these type of shades. And also that's what my psychiatrist told me to focus on right now, is like with the grounding, and help myself with continuing that. So I figured, why not work with colors of yarn that dedicate to grounding, you know, all sorts of earth tones. And yeah, there we go. So this is the second scarf right here, and it's going to be the same price as the other scarves that I have on Etsy. Or no, they're going to be a little bit more because I use all of these colors and it takes more time to use these colors. So I haven't decided yet, but these will be on the listings very soon. And by the time I have this vlog up, it should be available as listings, and I will have it in the description box below. But that is my update for today. It is another day since yesterday's post of this vlog, and it has not even been a full 24 hours. I'd say it's been about possibly 12 hours, maybe like 13 or 14 hours. But I have a lot more done than I have done in the past yesterday's vlog of that 24 hours, or actually that 48 hours, because I did not post one 2 days ago, but I did yesterday. So I want to show you guys the update that I have. I have a little tiny progress of the crochet update, but it's really not worth showing you guys. I just only made enough to show how to record for more reels, and so I recorded 4 more reels, and that'll help for 4 more days. I already did today's reel, and then I just need to edit the next 4 days worth of reels, so that way I am set for the next 4 days. Anyway, I made more scarves. This is another scarf donut. I used the knitting machine, and then I have another scarf donut as well. I didn't mean to move the tripod there. The next one, I believe, is another child scarf, and the difference is the length. Here is what the scarf looks like. Ooh, ah. Okay, and it has all sorts of shades of brown, and like a coffee, a tan, khaki, and there we go, a beige and a white and there we go. And so it has those colors, and then it has tubular, cool. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And I'm starting to notice that I already mentioned that I don't need to crochet the ends of this anymore. It's just, I just need to be a little more neater with the ends of my knitting machine. of my products. And so I am just folding this the way that I would like to store it. There we go. And flattening it. And now it's all set for I just need to weave in my ends as well, but then it'll be all set to wear. And the next one is the next scarf donut. I'm thinking, should I sell these as the scarf donut? Let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see that, or if you would like to receive it flat like this. Of course, flattened out more like this in a package. Let me know and I can definitely do that. I can make the scarf donut like this. I can put it in a box like that, and if you would like to purchase it like that. It would be like a cool way, and I can do like mystery boxes or mystery colors of scarf donuts. That would be really cool. So I want to show you guys before I flatten it out. This is what it looks like. It is so cool. I love the silver in it as well. I don't want like to call it gray, because if I call it gray, then I'm thinking I also use it as a tone of black, and I don't want to use any tones of black or black. So thus calling it silver. I used silver and green, and let's see, I would say a shade of khaki and a shade of brown, like a nutmeg, I would say. It's really cool. And so I'm flattening into this right now. There we go. And this is, the ends are not being too kind right now. They keep wanting to roll back up, not wanting to flatten. And so that right there is just the two previous scarves that I showed you guys from yesterday's vlog. And I have it laid out because it's just, I'm wanting to move around everything. Not everything, but just like storage of where I would place my items that I have made on the knitting machine. Anyway, this is what it looks like flattened out and folded. And if I packaged this, it would be like this, folded like this. And there you go. That is the, honestly, that would be another adult scarf. And I'm just going with the flow when it comes to the sizes. If it gives me almost 300 rows, awesome, then it's an adult size. If it gives me 250 and under rows, awesome, it's a kid size scarf. So, and the next project that I have been working on, as well as this scrap scarves, is I started with this right here. Do you guys recall what this is? If not, it's okay. So it is the Fruits colorway of the 1 weight sock weight yarn. I went a little overboard when it came to this part right here, but I want to make hats, or yeah, hats. And I want to make them for like kids, for children. And I want to make a whole bunch of these because this is the 1 weight. It's not a worsted weight. It would fit best on kids, on children. And this is a little too long to be a children's hat, but that's okay, because then that means that you can go like this, put it inside out for the most part, not double layer it all the way, but if you want, and then create like a very thick bottom part right here. See, you can do that with it. I'll have to hold it still this way because it's not like on a head or anything. It doesn't have any weight around it to support if I were to let this go. But anyway, it could look like this on a child. And so the colorway right here is lime. See, doesn't it look cool? And so of course I weave in my ends. It's very long as well, but it's the same thing. There we go, there's the top, and then there's the bottom. This was my second one, and that's when I was like, yeah, I'll do like 80, or, you know, I'll do 80 rows. And that again was not the best, but this is what happens when you trial. And of course, I'm not saying the other part, so this is what happens when you trial stages. And so the same thing with this one, you can have a big, and I can lift that up again, a big bottom portion of a child's hat. There we go. Doesn't that look cool? Okay, and that's the second one. And then I was a little bit more realistic, not really, I'll be honest, with this one right here. See, I was going into this thinking that I would do hats for adults, but then I was like, this is not the actual circumference of an adult. So I have all of this. It's just gonna be really cool bottom portions on these hats though, right? But that's the best part about it, is that's the style of it. Not only is it going to be like a fruit color, which is the lime, but it's going to have this really, really cool bottom portion that is going to stick out, and not only like just the bottom portion, but the top as well is going to be worn, and it's going to be so cool. It's not the best right there, but you guys see what I mean. And if okay, so I will have these as listings in a few days or so. Most likely not whenever I have this video up, because this is a brand new listing. I am just still getting the gist of these items here until I know for sure how to, you know, like got this row counting down of how many rows I want to make these child hats. I've got, you know, just everything down all the way on this item right here, then for sure I will have a listing on these, and I will keep a listing rowing. And it's not going to be just one listing, it's going to be like one listing per lime colorway, one listing per grape colorway, one listing per orange, one listing per dragon fruit, one listing per hopefully watermelon, because that color, the red, what I have noticed when it came to this, my journey of my business, is that the universe is like, hey, only work with green, please hold off on the red, because it's been showing me like green means go and red means stop, so stop working on red, or else I want it to stop, or I want to keep my business going, you know, go, go, go. And that's just what I realized, and so I'm just like, okay, universe, I'll hold off on the red. I understand now. I understand why you've had me mess up so many times on anything that I work on that red yarn. I understand now. And I was seeing an article, one article that I've read as well, where it said green means go, go, go. And I'm just like, all right, I see it. Thank you. That's the confirmation. But that is the update that I have for today. Hello again. This is the final update of the vlog for this week's vlog, and I have a good bit of a knitting update to show you guys at the knitting machine, and then I have a small bit of the crochet update that I have. So I want to start with the crochet update. I was able to complete the back panel, and this is the back panel right here. I don't want to show right away what all I have complete just yet. I want to talk about it first. So here is the back panel, and you can see the one stitch I did in between the three panels, or sorry, the three cables at the back. How the cables are purple, and then the orange on the bottom and the green on top. And then after that, it looks like this and the inside and the wrong side. And I just did this. I sewn together the front panels to the back panel, and I left open the armhole depths, the measurements of that for this size 6-month jacket. And what I have left to do is the sleeves on both sides, and then the hood, and then the 1-inch stitching all around to complete like the neatness of this. So that is the crochet update that I have, and then I have a knitting update to show you all. It's right here. I try every time to do it just like this, but it looks awkward because the way my hand looks when I go backwards, and then I can't do this just by looking at the screen. But anyway, I always look backwards anyway, and then I can see correctly just what I grab as I look here, and then I grab what I need to grab. But anyway, the knit update I was a little unclear when I was telling you all about these fruit colorway hats. I have clarity now when it comes to what I am making specifically. So this hat right here, how it has these 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, how it has 7 of these rings of the color itself of what the colorway is, like how this purple one is grape. That means that this one will be for a child. This is a hat. It'll be like a mesh hat, and it's for a child. So far, I have 2 of these, and then this big one right here. I did it that time. This big one right here is for an adult, how it has 10 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 right here. And I don't want to put it on just yet because I don't have one for myself. I don't have like a copy for myself. But anyway, I don't want to wear it just yet. But I will eventually once we get to the watermelon colorway because I love red and I love pink as well. Anyway, so this is the adult size mesh hat of the grape colorway, purple. And that is all the entries that I have for this week's vlog. If you have made it this far in the video, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you are always notified of all the videos I create. Check out my social medias, my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and other social medias like Pinterest and such as that. Check out my memberships such as Ko-Fi and Patreon, which are both each $4 a month, and also just the perks that you get with like early access videos, exclusive content, bonus content, behind the scenes content, yarn haul videos, and more. And thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!